always on me. I'm stacking green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king with chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it 100, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I got it, then you got it. You know what I mean? But if I don't got it, then I'ma give it. You feel me? But I definitely got you through the ride, man. Let's get it, yo.
I'm really getting tired of ungrateful ass niggas. They really about to turn me to a hateful ass nigga. Like I was never there when you never had figures. Pull triggers for you niggas when you caught up in the trenches. Man, I really don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but I really don't feel it. Niggas really know that I've been there from the beginning. But the more I see niggas side switch, it make me wanna bring it closer to the end. And that's why I can't fuck around with these niggas.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to another week. This is It Is What It Is Radio. I am your host, Fly T Miles. Y'all know how I got it started. This is King Porter Forever Friday. Please give my brother Jamel Raymond Bishop a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Before I start, I'd like to wish my mother, Patricia Bishop, a happy birthday. It is tomorrow, but I want to give her her love a little earlier. Now, here we go. I have two beautiful ladies in the building with me tonight. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Good evening, followers, listeners. My name is Dr. Nicole Wagner, and just a little backdrop about me. I'm currently one of the 2019 Miss Exquisite Full-Figured DMV delegates for the pageant, representing for our plus/BBW Curvy Girl women. I'm also the CEO and founder of 3 Star Purpose, which is a foundation I developed in undergrad that fosters wellness from mind, body, and spirit perspective, and I take a very unique yet diverse approach to that. I'm also an author, a contributing author to Surge Uncuffed Anthology, and I'm currently working with my mother figure on a book of our own. I am a multi-certified Curvy Girl fitness instructor. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
And I'm very excited about being here, so thank you so much for having me. And I left out that I'm also a curvy model, so
Okay.
got a lot going on.
Got a lot. Yes, you do.
Right.
You do.
I don't know how I go up after that. I'm Teneeka, friend of Ty's. Let's see. I do a little bit of modeling also. I'm a mother of 3. I'm a healthcare provider, and I'm looking into starting a nonprofit for mothers who lost their sons to either the system or violence, because like I identify with that so deeply in my personal life. So I just feel like certain things I went through, if I had more guidance, or if I had someone to say, you do this and not do this, or, you know, go here and they'll help you with this, you know, my situation would have been a lot better.
Got some positive things on the rise.
Yes.
You won't get that. You're gonna get that nonprofit, and you're gonna get that program stuff. We're gonna get it done.
Yes, absolutely. You have to speak it into the atmosphere, see yourself in it. I know when I was working on my dissertation, I wrote down Dr. Nicole on 2 sides of paper, folded it up multiple pieces, and set them in school, in my car, in my job, which I'm still currently working at because I started there as a second-year grad student intern. I also had it in my house, and I walked in my purpose. And you have to build an imaginary sabbatical and block out the naysayers. See yourself in a role.
That's what's up. Well, today's topic, we will be speaking about the essence of a woman. As you see, it's two lovely women. I'm over here sweating. I'm by myself. Fellas, I'm going to hold y'all down. Once they start getting the best of me, y'all better call up here and help me out. All right. So, I'm going to represent fellas. Let me ask you ladies.
Good luck.
What is your perfect man, I would say?
My perfect man has to match me in the area of confidence, meaning he should already be together when he is pursuing me. We both can't be broken, or one or the other can't be broken, because guess what? Then you bring your broken pieces to me, and then I spend my time, and or vice versa, trying to glue you back together. And that's not what I want to do. We should be bringing equal or balance to the table, and all of that for me comes through confidence. I should not have to shy away from my family, my friends, and things that I've come to love and be very, very passionate about, because you feel like if I'm not in the house, or I'm not texting you, or I'm not calling you, that I'm some way disrespecting you or disregarding you. And on a more particular side, he has to have a sense of humor. It's kind of hard to make me laugh, so if you can tell a funny joke or make me laugh, or you come with Rita's ice cream.
Oh, Rita's doing
Rita's ice cream,
okay.
Or Halo Top.
Okay.
Specifically, cookies and cream, red
Cookies
velvet.
Up high for cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream, and a teddy bear. And be romantic, be creative, be ambitious, be a go-getter, and be okay with the word no and taking a chance. A lot of men, y'all don't want to take a chance. Y'all afraid of rejection. Rejection builds character.
Yes, it does.
It
I know
builds
a lot about
character.
That. It does.
So that is my idea of the perfect guy for me.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay. You said he has to have himself together. Mm-hmm. So let's say he has a good job, no kids, but is a mama's boy and live in his basement. Could you?
Well, let's
deal?
define a mama's boy. Are you defining that term as someone that is caring for his mom, or someone that refuses to allow his mother or asks her to cut the umbilical cord so that he can go out here and express life on a man? Then no, because I'm not trying to compete with another woman, and mom's is another woman. And no, and the dangers about that is in dating a mama's boy to that degree, is that if mom say she not feeling you, I don't care what connection the two of you have.
Right.
The son is not going to feel you. So if I want to compete, I'll join the Olympics.
Right.
Or pageant.
Okay.
Plug in.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
So no, I will not. But I believe you can decline to move any further with someone with respect. Like, it's not my goal to break him, but I would use it or try to use it as an opportunity to educate him on, because that's an unhealthy behavior for me, because I'm in the behavior health specialist field.
Right.
So I'm approaching things from a psychological stance, one, to keep myself sane, and so that I don't have to let things get out of hand before I say flight mode. So that's very unhealthy, because he's missing out on a lot. Even the bad experiences with women, he's missing out, because we learn from our experiences.
Right. Okay. You're right.
Well, for me, I don't really look for a perfect man, because to me that's not rational. That's not realistic. Like, just thinking, oh, he has to have this, and this. Right. Most importantly, he has to be my friend. He has to be my friend. Right. He has to be a provider. He has to be stable. If he has baggage, he has to be able to control his own baggage. Like, I don't want his baggage to affect me in any kind of way. He has to come from a good background. I mean, I get it, everybody's not raised a certain type of way, but you know, he has to like respect women and respect his grandmother and respect, you know, all across the board. So I don't really look for like that perfect man, because I don't think that that's, you know, out here. I just look for things that I feel like would match me, like you said. So.
Do you give a time limit on things that may, how can I put it? Do you give a time limit on like how far you should be in your friendship or relationship? Like if you're dealing with somebody for like 2 years and y'all not in a relationship, would that make you like step off, or does it matter?
No, because I just think, eventually, you're gonna be like, okay, it's 5 years, we ain't get engaged, what's going on? But no, for me, life is about timing. So at that moment, it just might not be the time. Like I always compare it to, like, I'm a boxing fan. I always compare life to, like, you can go 11 rounds with somebody and beat the crap out of them, and then that one hit in the 12th round and knock them clean out. It's about the timing in life. So I respect the timing in life. So I don't really put a time limit on anything.
That's about right.
And hopefully within, like she said, that time span, there's some effective communication going on.
Right.
There's some coming to the table and having an open adult dialogue about where we are in our relationship. Where do we see, if at all, this relationship going? And if you pass the 2 year, I date with a purpose. If we're dating past the 2 year mark, we're having a marriage conversation, because I see no need in any longer giving wifely privileges to someone that has not actually wifed me. And I'm not saying wife me by the title. I don't need you to call me wifey. No, let's make it official. If it's good enough to be behind closed doors as wifey, then let's scream it from the mountaintop. So it should be some communication taking place there.
All right. Let me ask both of you this. How do you all feel? Because with me, I think that the tables are turning as far as men were the breadwinners. Now, y'all the breadwinners.
Yes, we are.
So, how does that make you look at us a certain way?
For me, I'm gonna say yes and no. Yes, it makes me look at the portion of men that, for whatever reason, have no ambition, no drive, no desire to do what the role, let me do my quotation marks, of a man is supposed to be, which is to be a provider, a protector, and be the head, not the tail. Because it's a little hard to come to a woman that has her own, whether how little, how big it is, it's hers. And you don't know the blood, sweat, and tears and pain and struggle she might have went through just to get that and keep her mind and her confidence in the midst of it. So to bring somebody into that and you can't support it by supporting it, meet me halfway in the middle or match that, that's a barrier. That's a huge barrier, and it does do something for men. But again, I'm that type that I'm not going to ostracize you and castrate you. I will always try to use it as a learning curve, an educational tool. But will I commit and invest? No.
Okay.
No, I will not. And the reason why, for the males that's tuning in, some will probably say, oh, she ain't a down chick. She ain't a ride or die woman. First of all, you should not. I read The Pedagogy of the Oppressed. One of the chapters in this book, it talks about the banking concept. In the banking concept, very easy. It tells you you cannot make a withdrawal that which you have not deposited.
Woo!
So you should not go, and it goes for my women too, you should not go looking for a relationship to deposit in you something that you have not deposited in it. That's not my job. Because here's what happens psychologically. Here's what happened. You become dependent.
They become resentful.
I become an enabler. And say it again. They become resentful. And then when I am fed up, because understand that I'm going to now lean on my girls. And my girls gonna have my ear, and they gonna have it 100% for my strong. Let me be clear, for my strong, empowered women.
I don't want to cut you off. We got to go to a break real quick. We will be right back. Dr. Nicole about to get into it. Don't go nowhere. Please like and share the show. We will be back.
for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
So we were talking about critical thinking. So we definitely believe that critical thinking is one of the first things we need to start implementing, not just simply being told things. Or how about this? You know, we tend to listen to people who get assigned certain positions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when they have certain positions, we tend to think that it's truth attached to that because of their position, right?
Right.
Is that always the case, though?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's probably one of the biggest reasons we should be doing some critical thinking.
Yes, I agree. I definitely.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. These type of people sit right under our noses. We don't find out till we're on IG scrolling. We post a few memes, but then it keeps on happening. Something's gotta change, we gotta start talking and telling the truth without the fear of judgment. Gotta come together and really start loving and heal these people cause they slowly dying. Help them believe.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Help! We're back. We starting already, y'all. Telling me write my notes down. Help me out, fellas.
Yeah, help them out.
I'm good. I'm grown. Shake it off.
Okay, shake it off.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you with the break, but I'm gonna let you get back to what you were saying.
Again, just very quickly, it's unhealthy to be even trying to invest in someone that has not taken the necessary steps to invest in itself, because how do they learn? The Bible even speaks to that. You teach a man to fish, he'll always eat. He won't be hungry. But if you do the fishing for him, he's always starving. And that's why we see a lot of these dysfunctional relations out here with men and women.
Yeah, because the women have a big part of.
Absolutely.
Just letting them do whatever, whenever, however. And then when you get to somebody that's good, like, they let you do what? You know, like enable you to do whatever you want. No.
I have a question though. I have a friend of mine, young lady, and I laugh with her about this. The dudes that she deal with, it's like she's the breadwinner. While she's at work, he got the car. You go get my kids, you do this, you do that. And I get on all the time, be like, when you go get a man? But she thrives on that. So what about that? What about the women that love the nothing dudes?
Well, I'm going to say real quick, then I'm going to let my Coke Queen have at it. I ain't going to keep digging into you because I see you bleeding a little bit. But
I'm going to take a sip of my tea.
That's his fault that he's allowing that. More importantly, it is unhealthy what she's doing. Little did she know that's abusive what she's doing. One of many signs of abusive behavior is isolating people. Control. Yes, absolutely. And that's all about the control. And if she really stopped to think about it, he can pick up all the kids he wants from daycare, run all the errands, clean the house all he wants. If a person wants to step out and do something unfavorable, they're going to find a way. They become children. They will find a way. So that is to her own emotional detriment.
Shouts out to her. We'll talk about
blasted you. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
That's my homie, but I laugh at her all the time.
Oh wow.
But let me ask both of you young ladies this, since it's 2 on 1, right?
Come on with it.
Why do women assume that us men, when we're not doing what you want to do, that we're doing something wrong? You know what I mean? You might call 10 times. I might be hooping. You think I'm fucking.
You ain't playing for the NBA. You ain't hooping that much. I mean, and we're just being very direct. Yeah. We're shooting from the hip about it. We can see a guy that we're dealing with or involved with that phone, like right here, never leave his side. Then when you get from around us, oh babe, I left the phone in the car, when we know that's never the case, because either you looking for Nikes or some clothes on there, or you talking to your boys, or you trying to handle business.
All that.
Now I'm gonna be fair and throw you a little bit of a lifeline. Assumptions isn't always necessarily true. It isn't necessarily true. So with that being said, it really depends on the dynamics of the relationship, where you and the person is. Because can a guy actually be hooping, hanging with his boys and not doing nothing? And totally forgot about that queen at home? Absolutely, that's possible. And that's not even my default at this stage. The old low self-esteem me, that was always my default to go to. The new me, I won't even go in my head, because most of the times my silence speaks for itself. Y'all are telling yourself anyway. I ain't gonna go looking for it. Okay. But we do assume, and I want us ladies to get better with that, because again, that's another behavior I believe, and I want you to speak to it. That's to our detriment, because we go into a producer.
We make a whole
saying in our mind about it.
We definitely do.
Wow.
It become a takedown.
We definitely do. But like you said, it depends on the dynamics of the relationship. Now, are you dealing with somebody that you know, y'all fairly new to each other, and some things might not seem right, is one thing, but then it's something totally different if you're dealing with somebody that you've been dealing with and they might have been cheated in the past, and then you stay with them, and so any little thing that doesn't seem right, you're gonna like go back to that. So I think it just depends on, like you said, the dynamics of the relationship.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is that your help?
Monty, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. Marnie about to fuss me out on air. That's the owner. I must have shared it to the production page. I'm sorry, Marnie. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, when he called, that mean business. I'm sorry. But let me ask you this then.
And one last point, communication. You're going to hear me say that a lot. If you know you going with the boys and you don't know what's going to pop off, because y'all will go from shooting hoops and y'all take your funky selves to a club. That's how y'all roll. It don't take nothing, and it's a respect factor. It doesn't cost or take much energy or time to say 1 second, because you don't know if that woman planned you a hot bubble bath at home and some dinner after thinking you playing for the NBA's whatever team. So just communicate. Hey babe, I know I said I was just coming to shoot hoops with the fellas. We decided we're gonna go grab some tacos or hot dogs and just go look at the car show up on Johnny Cake or whatever. Men don't even, y'all don't even cheat good at all. I'll let you handle that. At all. It's all that you could spare yourself a lot of hardship and headache and unfortunate going home with the yelling and things probably being thrown at you if you just take those 30 or 60 seconds to respect her. Shoot a text, and it's an emoji for every emotion. But don't shoot me no emoji if you told me I'm gonna go for 4 hours to play ball, because now I'm looking at the time, and if I'm planning something for you, now I'm heartbroken. Not because you decided I don't really get to see my boys because of our schedule, but because you didn't think enough about my feelings to communicate with me. Because maybe my homegirl called me and said, girl, let's just go see this show. And I said, nah, my boo gonna be there. Communicate. That's all.
Communication is the key.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to add to that, Miss Nick?
I think she got it, nailed it right there.
Okay. So do you think any men are faithful? Can we be faithful?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Why don't you think
I gotta hear. I want to hear for her. Look, I'm looking.
Yeah. No, I just think my take on that whole thing is just more so, just when you think of our makeup, what we were actually designed to do, not giving men like a pass, but like the monogamy and one person for the rest of their life and all that. I just don't think that's realistic, because it's too many factors. It's too much temptation. It's just too many factors involved to just think that all men are faithful. I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I beg to differ.
I don't think so.
I beg to differ.
It's some good. I'm gonna go with you on that one, only because I'm optimistic about things. Now, whether or not it's his experiences, I believe maybe he was on the receiving end of having that heartbreak that put him down for a minute. Because a lot of men that say get over it, clearly you have not had a true encounter with your heart being broken and feeling like your breath has left your body. Because when a woman loves, she loves with every fiber of her being.
Right.
It's a lot.
You're right.
But I think there are some out here that are capable of it.
I think so. I don't want to cut you off. We got to pay some bills. When we come back, I'm going to talk to y'all about some of my experiences and how I used to think and how I think now.
Yeah, let's get in your business.
Fellas, I got us. Y'all feel free to ask me whatever y'all want.
We need y'all to call and we got you.
Oh yeah, call, tell them call up. We'll be right back though.
If I sit around, hold up, look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah, rebel rock. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, time to wear the cash. If you wear the cash, time to wear the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. can't see, you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crap. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter, why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride, you know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you. Oh yeah. One dog told us in there. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break. Said she wanna bump that. We gonna do it. Go ahead, do it.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
My neck. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Question, ladies.
Answer.
If you all were in a relationship, right, and your significant other brought an attractive female home, would that be a problem?
What do you mean, bring her home?
He out. Let's say y'all got a carefree relationship.
Okay, so y'all got an open relationship.
Open relationship.
Okay.
And he brings somebody nice home. Would that be a problem?
It depends on what the rules are within, between the relationship. Like, is that a no-go or is that, it just depends. That depends.
That's that communication factor.
True.
Again.
You keep hitting that communication. You're right.
Because it's key. It's key. And every day and I say we, because I'm guilty of doing it at times as well. Mm-hmm. We fail to implement it. Effectively communicating with someone can totally change the dynamics of a situation.
True. But I'm going to say this, and I'm relating this to me. Mm-hmm. I had a problem with communicating. Mm-hmm. But it stemmed from me growing up.
Childhood. Okay.
When I was a child, I didn't communicate with my mother. I didn't really communicate with my father. So that kind of carried on over to my relationships. A lot of relationships I think a lot of people, men and women, don't realize is sometimes you got to pay attention how a man or a woman treats their parents. Because how they treat their parents is how they going to treat you. That is so real.
I believe that to a certain degree. Because you can watch a man treat his mother like a queen, but he's so into the street and what he hearing rap songs, seeing videos, what his boys is putting in his ear. He get with you. Now, I'm not going to say he's treating you horrible, but you don't get that treatment that he's giving his mother, So that's like partially true. That, again, plug in communication. And because and I get that your experience, because you didn't communicate with your mom, that you're not a good communicator. But guess what? Wasn't. So you've improved.
A lot. Yeah.
What did you do to improve? Because something had to shift. Something took place that warranted a sense of urgency for you to change that.
I do a lot of self-evaluations. I've been doing that since I was little. And I always try to work on me.
Okay.
So that's what it was. All right, my communication is a little lacking. Let me strengthen this.
Was it that you weren't, on what end was it the actual, you being the the person talking or the person receiving? Because sometimes it's a barrier.
Yeah, I turned into the person talking. And what kind of got me to open up, I went through death, like back to back to back to back to back. And it got me to looking at life and the people that's important that's around me. I said, man, I gotta express myself some kind of way. So it just, words are words. You need the expression, like I said, give the people the flowers while they can smell them.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in that, and I just got used to expressing myself. But before, I used to be quiet. Even like with my relationships, communication, we might live together, I might not come home that night.
And that's a deadly killer in any relationship, be it intimately, in the workplace, within your family dynamics. Because in essence, what people end up doing, if you're the individual that is not comfortable with communicating, people are left to their own assumptions. And I say this very thing to people all the time. If I'm asking you a question, I get that you may not be comfortable with answering it, but I need you to answer it. Otherwise, I'm left to my own vices, and I will be the executive to make the decision. And there has been a lot of times that I have made the wrong decision, and then I'm mad at myself. And then when I think, I'm like, but I gave them ample opportunity to have an open communication with me. And I think people fear communication because they don't want to be told no, and they don't want to disagree.
Or not even that, they don't know how to talk to each other. They talk at one another. So my point is right. I'm trying to make this point. So I'm so busy trying to get my point across that I'm not even listening to anything that you're saying, because I'm just focused on, I need you to hurry up and be quiet so I can let you have it, True. And that happens a lot of times.
I agree with that, especially in the counseling field. What I do, I get a lot of that, and I'm constantly telling patients, I'm like, you're not listening. And they're like, I'm listening. And I'm like, Mr. or Miss So-and-so, here's how I know you're not listening. Because what I'm trying to say to you or encourage you through words, you keep cutting me off because you feel the need or like you have to defend yourself. And that's part of communicating, is attentively listening to hear what's being said, not so much the words. And people see disagreement as a bad thing, but plenty of issues have been resolved through disagreement. And I'm gonna use me again. My best friend Mia Cofield, we get on each other's nerves, and there's times that I don't agree with that chick. I love her dearly, and I'm like, don't call me, I don't love you enough to deal with that. And she'll be like, well, I don't know what you're gonna do, you're just gonna have to get over it because we're friends. And when I take that time to myself, she has learned that when I take that time to myself, I'm processing. Just because I told you no up front, don't mean I haven't taken it to the background and, much like yourself, a personal inventory, because that's the only way we grow. God is always developing us like film in a dark room. He allows situations, or will create situations, so that you can grow. We never reach a moment of full development and completion until he calls us home. So if you're not growing, then you're stagnant and you're not reaching your full potential, and you're weakened in your ability to be servants unto others. So I will process it, and I'll come back, I'll be like, well, I still disagree. However, without a comma, I understand where you were coming from. And that has to take place in these relationships with men. And I encourage men that if you are a man that's listening and you are like how Tyree used to be, still finding yourself a poor communicator, and by poor, that doesn't mean that you're not communicating. Maybe your communication is hostile communication.
I got something to say, and you made me think about this. Back in my days when I wasn't communicating, do you know my way of communication?
Shut down.
Sex.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? No, but I'm saying like far as you would get. No, I'm saying you would get a good lay versus me saying I love you or baby.
Sorry,
yeah. Or another thing. We might be beefing. My way of saying I'm sorry. You want something?
You
from
want
the store?
buy something?
Or you want something from the
Right.
store? Yeah.
Right.
Communication.
And I get that. And for some women that's probably their makeup. That's probably, you know, what they saw. I know for me, when I grew up in foster care, I was placed in foster care, and I saw alcoholism, drug use, violence, a lot of yelling between my mom and dad. They're still together and he's sober, praise God. But here's what that did to me. I'm looking at my dad that was always a provider, kept a job, would drive the truck, come home clean and cook. I loved cooking. But I watched him ineffectively, in an unhealthy manner, love my mom. But it was so manifested within me, seeing it, that those were the type of relationships I was drawn to.
Okay.
And of course, there were some other contributing factors, far as low self-esteem, lack of confidence, being told I was ugly, black, fat, nobody was ever gonna love me. You know, and this is coming from people that are supposed to protect you. These are the people that's supposed to, girl, you beautiful, I don't care what they say. But this is coming from the home that I'm in. So it wasn't until I put myself back in therapy, you know, because African American people seem to think when you talk to a therapist, you got to be crazy. No. Sometimes you just need to kick your shoes off, lay on that chair, sit in that chair, and get some stuff off your chest and off your mind.
But also, I feel like as the black community, we're always taught to just pray about it.
Right.
Just pray about it. Just pray about it. Don't talk to nobody about it. Talk to the Lord, and then that be it. And like, I'm all for the therapy thing, because I just know in my personal life, it has helped me a lot, a whole lot. So, anybody out there?
Yeah, say it again. Say it again.
Because there's a lot of people that basically need it, and they know they do, but they might be scared. So let them know.
It's the factor of shame and guilt. And like what you said, in our culture, we're taught pray about it and God is going to make it okay. But God worked through people.
Yes.
At last I checked, the therapist is a person, unless you're doing online or the iBot, I think they're calling it, that roll around and talk to you. And it's not about them fixing you, because guess what? Until the individual is ready to start a healing process, I don't care what a person say to you, what a person give to you, good sex, bad sex, flowers, shoes.
It will be empty.
Right. If you haven't dealt with your internal individual mess, guess what? You are still a mess, and you are masking it by covering it up.
And it goes over to the relationship. So it's just like, okay, you don't accept yourself wholeheartedly, like down to the core, down to the part where you don't want nobody else to see. You don't even want to see it. You have to like dig that deep inside of you. And then once you do that, then you can start the healing process. But a lot of stuff stems from childhood, and a lot of times we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with it, not knowing that this affects how we are in relationship. This is why we do these things. So
it manifests itself in so many aspects of our life, on the job, and our relationships with our girlfriends, and our different family relationships. More importantly, our relationships with men. And I firmly believe that your gender when y'all praying, y'all men, y'all know when y'all are praying on a woman that's not together. That's not together. That is not together. And you do it knowingly, because you like, okay, I don't have to put much effort into it. She not gonna ask her.
I'm gonna be a narcissist.
But but that's not cool. Before you say that, that's not cool, because would you want someone to do that to your mom? If you have daughters, your daughter, your niece, your goddaughter, it just shouldn't be done, because the more pain that is inflicted upon her, the more cold and stone she come, the more withdrawn, the more of the essence of her. Hello, let me bring it back. The more the essence of her, you are chipping it away.
I'ma say this. I'm a grown man. Ma, I'm sorry. My mother I got some respect. Ma, I'm sorry.
Hi, Mom.
I'm gonna just say this. Is it true? Thank you. That women are as horny as men. I'm gonna start there.
Absolutely.
Let me start there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Probably more.
Probably more.
Probably more.
Yes. Okay, Mom, sorry. Turn away. Okay, that's the first thing. You all do that too. You all do that too. You all. Let me ask you this: when y'all see a man, do y'all know right then and there?
I do. If I'm asleep with him or not, I already know.
So what are we doing different?
So if I jump off the Empire State Building, you gonna follow me?
No.
Two wrongs don't make a right. So to change the cycle, somebody.
Why is it wrong?
Somebody, if it's unhealthy, it's wrong.
Well, it might be.
Somebody has to change the cycle, because that's why we have all this brokenness with both men, women, and guess what? God forbid if we have brought children into the unit, because now you're breaking down.
We gotta go to a break. Don't go nowhere, because I got some things to say, Dr. Nicole.
Of course you do.
Yes, I do. We'll be back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback.
Right.
To know that I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Drug use.
It's crazy.
So again, derived from the lyrics. Talk to me about the interpersonal conflict.
So let me say this, and I think that what I'm gonna do is probably challenge a lot of what we're dealing with topically.
Yeah.
Because to me, whether we talking about material things, drug use, or anything else, it's where we teach our young people to place value.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're not going to take the person that has been given the value system, and I know we're talking about young women, but I look at my son, I look at little Marvin, and one of the things, of all of the things that Marvin has decided that he would go venture into, one of the things that he's just completely stayed away from is drugs. Has no desire towards it, but I've never modeled anything about that being something. And when you look again, as we keep talking about the cultural aspects of things, we're talking about a culture and systems that creates a sense of attraction or makes this stuff attractive, you know, in its advertising and promotion, whether it's the material things, whether it's the drug use. But I believe that if you've put a firm value system in, and taught people taught your young people, your young ladies, what has value, and what literally doesn't have value.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. I don't mean to keep interrupting y'all. Wait a minute. Were you talking? I got lost. Matter of fact, no. Back to the man on hand. Like you were saying, women are horny like men, correct? All right. So why don't y'all just be carefree with it? Why y'all gotta preserve it?
Well, funny you asked that question. For me, ain't no hee ha ha. And again, we talked earlier before the show started about the difference in dynamics. Let's put that with men versus women. A man can be outward about his sexual needs and or desires, and guess what? And he can sleep with as many women as he wants. Now, maybe to me and my homegirls, he's a lot of negative names, but to society, as I say, society, he just being a man. Y'all are taught to conquer seas. Let a woman be in control and familiar with her sexual needs and desires. Oh, she easy. Or she a hoe. She a gold digger. She this. So we have to be dainty about it. We have to, and in all honesty, I'm pretty much okay with being dainty about it, because the element of surprise is a beautiful thing.
True.
A guy really has no reason to pursue you if you put it all like that. So I'm okay with it. But and y'all don't play fair. Y'all don't play fair either.
How don't we play fair?
Well, I think with women, we just so ashamed of everything. We're ashamed of our body, we're ashamed of this, we're ashamed of what you're gonna think, like, so we are not vocal about what we want. It's funny to me that it's women out here that don't know how to make their own selves come, you know, are in relationships where they're not getting like everything that they should be getting, and it's just like, why would you not settle, but like, why would you deal with that if you don't have to? Like, I'm gonna tell you what I want, I'm gonna tell you what I need, I'm gonna tell you, if you need instructions, I'll write it down and I'll point you in the right direction.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, willing to help out.
And tell your gender, stop calling us. Ain't nobody else complain.
Wait a minute. Tell my gender what before I...
To stop. If a woman come and do what this queen said, tell you this doesn't work for me, I'm not with that. Here's what works for me. If we're giving you the blueprint to get it in right with us, I don't want to hear about what ain't nobody else told you before. Maybe she was unclear like what she said. It is a lot of women walking around and do not know what pleases her. They don't even know what they like. They have no sense of their individual identity.
Well, shout out to Andre Tyree Miles for instilling in me at a young age that I can satisfy a woman. Now, my father taught me at a young age that it's not about, like, basically men, it was all selfish. They're about them. No, I was taught at, 11? You better please her because they not. I ain't gonna get into it. No, forget that. Yeah, listen, dealing with me, and no disrespect to whoever out there, dealing with me, it's like a challenge for me to know a woman's body. I'm sensual. It's not all about, all right, open your legs. No. I'm gonna make you come up and 10 times before penetration. Point blank. Period. A lot of men don't do that. Then, like, I set certain standards. I call it my record book. If I see you or whoever, I'm gonna do something. I ain't saying I'm King Ding-a-ling. I'm not saying my tongue is I'm good at what I do, but you will remember me. Put it that way. And it ain't even gotta be sexual.
But what else do men have to go with that?
What? As far as what?
What else do men have to go with their offering of sex? And I'm asking that question because I just talked to my bestie today, and I'm like, I'm so over men that think that their sex is the key to getting your attention. It's not. Because for me, after 20 minutes, where do we go from here?
But some women be dickmatized.
Some do be dickmatized.
But when you encounter one such as us and others that are out here, what else are we gonna do? And first of all, for me, if you can't stimulate me mentally,
that's where we're gonna start.
We're not gonna go anywhere.
Right. That's where we gotta start.
We're not gonna go anywhere.
That's where we got to start. You're right. So stimulation is the first step.
But not for all. From the agenda.
I mean, I can't speak for them. Shout out to Andre Miles again. I can't speak for them. Me, my dad. My dad taught me and my brothers about women, I would say. So with us, you know, it was always our thing to satisfy y'all, and not sexually. I mean, it starts here first.
It should.
Yeah. Then like you gotta be spontaneous.
It should, because then that's why y'all men find yourself with these women. What's the old saying? Chicken head.
Chicken heads.
Do they still say that anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
but
they don't. No, shout out to my daughter. You're supposed to keep me up on my jargon, the hip jargon. You're failing. No food for you. I don't know what they're calling them nowadays. That's it, thoughts. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why there's a loss of interest. Everybody's so eager to jump into these relationships just to say they have a relationship, and then they want to cheat, and they're like, oh, I'm bored, oh, he don't want to do it. You knew that man was a homebody when you got with him. Right. You knew that woman was a homebody or she was a street runner. So why is this an issue for you? Why? These are conversations that men need to sincerely be having with one another, and especially our younger boys out here.
Oh my goodness, they are off edge.
They are.
Oh they not even dressing to pursue a woman. First of all, if I can see your ashy booty.
This is what I need you all to do, and we gonna go to a break in 1 second. It's so many of these young guys right here with their ass showing. We need women like y'all to put them in their place. Tell them how that looks.
Oh, I tell them, I'm like, please pull that up. Who's gonna take you serious?
I hate it. So, to all my women out there, let these guys know that they look a mess.
Some older ones doing it too. I stood behind one at the movie theater, and he was with a grown woman. I was just like, OMG, this date would be so over.
We gotta go to a break. We gotta pay some bills. Don't go nowhere. Please like and share the show. It's about to get hot now.
He keeps saying that, y'all.
It's 10 o'clock.
He been waiting for it.
It's 10 o'clock. Don't worry about that. Make sure y'all go nowhere.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do at one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way.
Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all the hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beat. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2. Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. What you up against, go hard.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Applause. Okay. You've reached the second half of the It Is What It Is radio show. I'm joined by Dr. Nicole and Nicole, and now it's the after hours. Are y'all ready?
don't know. Why you're talking like that? And your listeners are probably wondering too.
We're back.
He gonna do it again.
Okay. So, do you all like aggressive men? Whoa. Before y'all even answer that, I'm sorry. When did the value of coochie become $40?
I don't know because I don't sell it. I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Can somebody call us and let us know when the coochie? Because everybody's saying coochie, you can get coochie for $40. Let me know. I'm sorry.
ER.
I'm sorry.
Health department.
You good? You cold?
No, I'm good.
All right. Don't listen. I got
Don't
some
try to be
questions
nice
coming.
to me.
I got some questions coming. Strangers, no. Wildest thing you've ever done. Period. Period. You got a lot of stuff.
No, I'm thinking.
You gotta narrow that down.
Anything.
Specifics.
Anything. Because I'm gonna go somewhere else with it. It don't have to be sexual.
I went swimming in the nude. Don't downplay my fun like that. You're
Wait till you see the show. Wait till you see the show. You can hear the like the stories. That's what just went on. But no, ain't nothing wrong with that. Naked, swimming naked. Okay.
I got too many.
Oh, we got too many. Okay.
Too many.
Just name one. Just name one.
Jack in the Box.
Shout out to Dre for always being on time.
Just name one.
That's right.
Too many.
Too many? Okay. Do you all like spontaneous stuff, or do y'all go? You would rather go by things being planned?
I can do either or. I will say that the spontaneous things tend to be more memorable for me because it wasn't planned, and is oftentimes like when I dated this guy Dwayne. He was
Shout out to Dwayne.
Shout out to Dwayne.
Is he watching?
He is. He's watching. Tell him call us up, Dwayne. He was always playing at something. At one point, it was always this nature crap for us. Something fitness stuff to go walking in the bugs with chunky me would be tearing me up, but I've always had fun with him. He'd be like, hey, I want to take you to this place. So when he do it now, and if we hanging out, I ask no questions. I'm like, I'm ahead.
Just go.
Can I bring heels, tennis shoes, flip flops? What I need?
Dwayne holds it down.
Right. Now I just travel with clothes and shoes in the trunk of my car.
Shouts out to Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dwayne tames you pretty much.
Dwayne is my friend. He's my male best. You tame animals, not a queen.
You're right, not queens. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. If I want you clean.
Dwayne, you keep that ass in check. Call us up, Dwayne. Call us up.
Actually, no, I don't look at it like that. I'm just joking. I knew what you meant. I definitely know what my role is as a woman when I'm in the presence of a man, especially someone that I'm talking to. However, it goes back to what I said earlier on. He needs to be confident in his own existence, because I shouldn't have to downplay my strength just to spotlight his. And I have to say that Dwayne is one of them people you can, for as a woman, you can tell him what you like, what you don't like. I don't want to do that. I didn't like that. And it does nothing to his ego. He will sit and have a conversation with you to learn about you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Dwayne.
Okay. So I don't mind. I cook, clean.
Keep that ass in check.
I wanted to call up here.
He would cook and
up.
clean it, give and take.
Does it matter to y'all if a man can cook or not?
Yes, to me.
Matters?
Not really to me. It don't.
Oodles and noodles, hot dogs?
I don't eat meat, but yeah.
What? That's the second time she made me do that. What? You vegan?
Vegan?
No, I'm not vegan. No? I like cakes and stuff too much, but.
Oh, okay. You back in. Okay. You lost me with the meat, though.
Okay. So, let me This
you
is
going to do your question?
No, I'm inviting people.
Well, I have a question.
You got a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what is the thing with older men and younger women? Like,
I'm gonna tell you something. Me, I can't do it. Just get away from me. I can't. I should call him my homeboy. Yeah, that's what they look at him for. Me, I can't do it. But I got a homeboy, and it's funny. He gonna trip. We was talking about this yesterday. We say, boy, he about 42. Okay. Boy, I got 32-year-old boy. I gotta get my push-ups, and I'm laughing like, yo, she gonna kill you. But me, I can't do it. But I guess a lot of them from the father figure. One, a lot of them can be molded. So
I think in that men kind of have a better advantage than women, because like if you have an older man and a younger woman, it's not tough. I mean, he might fall in love with her, she might fall in love with him, they might have kids, they might even get married. But I feel like when it's the older woman, younger man, you already know that's just sex.
Yeah, that's sex.
Yeah,
it ain't sex.
No. Yeah.
And with the older man, like you say, father figure. So
that's unhealthy too. It is, because how can you ever truly grow as a couple if her reasons for being with this older guy is because she lacked something from her father growing up? And I strongly agree with that as well. That is very, they're never going to be evenly yoked. And then, let's talk about that word, evenly yoked. I want people... Let me say this for the people that say, I want y'all to stop getting married and jumping in relationships, and y'all ain't really got to know each other. I mean, to the down, the dirty, the good, the bad, the ugly, the quick,
they got married because Dante and them got married last week.
They had their wedding at Martin's West, and it was like $25,000.
You have to be evenly yoked or evenly balanced. There have to be some balance there, because then as you move forward and you start seeing this dysfunction that was just brewing in the background, don't get mad at the dysfunction.
But
get mad at yourself.
I kind of feel like with just wanting to say I'm married, but not really thinking like, okay, if something was to happen to this person, whether it be, to their finances, to their health, and can I love somebody that much that's not my child or my parent, that I can take care of a person that probably may have done me wrong throughout the relationship at some point or another? Well, now he done got hurt on the job and he can't work and he in a wheelchair. Can I take care of him? Can I stand by him? Can I ride it out? Most people can't. Right. So it's just like they don't think that far. They just think about the wedding and keeping up with the Joneses and I got them now and whatever. But it's just like, come on now, if Lil Black or whoever wasn't shit as a boyfriend, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna be shit as your husband.
Right.
So
you right. I hope y'all listening.
Wow.
Hey.
And if we could just speak for a little bit on our ladies. We're not just going to beat you and your men up.
Okay.
We're not going to just... I want to talk to the ladies. Can we talk about it for a minute? The essence of a woman. Please know that God has created nothing more precious, valuable, and amazing than that which is a woman. It is through life.
We bring life. We birth it. It's nothing higher than that to me.
So I'm really, that's what my mission is to inspire, empower, and just uplift women to know that you are created in the image of God. That's number one. So you already great. Stop trying to reach another level of perfection. The level don't get no higher than that. You are the daughter of royalty. If you do not have confidence and know who you are, please link up with a sister. Link up with this queen or me or someone else in your community to find yourself. And I'll be transparent. I have not always been confident. I bought into the propaganda of you're ugly, you're this, you're that. People were so quick to point out all my little funky little flaws instead of embracing me. Hey daughter, hey sister, let me help you. And even as grown women, I see it today, we will see that one of our fellow queens is not as together as we see her and she could be. But before we'll tell her, for whatever the reason, we let her stay a hot mess. I remember when I turned 40, I woke up with a smile, pointed my toes to the ceiling, and did my little giggle dance in bed. And I said, the world ain't ready for this.
Okay.
It was at 40 that I activated my voice, because I was that little docile. No, it's okay. No, I'll eat that. Knowing in my mind I didn't want it. No, I'll do it. Knowing in my mind I didn't want to do it. And I lost so much of the essence of me.
Your
to
core.
the point,
Your
right?
core.
I had to go on one of the most painful journeys ever to find me. And once you find that phenomenal woman, see, my sister's shaking her head. There is no going back, and it is by any means necessary. I intend to keep her at the forefront. I am important. There comes a time in life where you have to be so selfish, block out everything around you, get tunnel vision, and take care of self. That's why through 3-Star Purpose, I'm always talking about mind, body, and spirit. And not just fitness, but do you like your body? Are you the proprietor of your body? Or are you out here trying to live up to, the guys like the girls with the big butt? He can like what he want. I can stand in the gym and get a bigger booty, but what about the essence of me?
The substance.
I want our women to get better with that and stop letting people, society, social media, and even men that may be buzzing. Cause see, y'all get us. Y'all got away with us. I watch it be done to women around me. They're getting out here, tell us the sweet nothings with the butt fingers and stuff. And we done forgot all this powerful, profound stuff that the women have said to us. Women that came with nuggets of wisdom, and he got us back again. Be okay with being by yourself. Yes. Be okay. It is something so sexy
I had to learn that.
about that.
I had to learn that myself.
That is sexy.
I used to overlap my relationship.
And that's a cycle. And it's like you bounce from this to this to this to this, and you never really come to terms of the breakup with the previous situation. So it's just an endless cycle. Like, I've been single for 2.5 years now, and I found myself, like, I started, I really don't like this kind of music. I really don't even like this kind of food. Why do I even go here? Like, it's just like you get so conformed to what that person, that you become them. Yeah, and you forget about you. Right. So you definitely need to be by yourself.
When did you start to feel like yourself? I would say, when could you feel yourself breaking out of that? Slowly getting back into you, or did you just wake up and
no,
I'm me?
What it took, this is so funny. It took me to, I got a DUI. Yeah, it's not, do not drink and drive. Okay, I got a DUI, and the whole time I had to go to a treatment program, whatever, for 16 weeks or whatever. And in the treatment, it wasn't just about driving drunk and stuff like that. It was really identifying yourself and getting to know yourself and your inner child and stuff like that. So it took a DUI for me to wake up, because I could be sober. Because anything you think about, anything that you do socially requires alcohol. Anything. So to have to restrain from that, it's just read a book. It's just what do you do? And that's when I became.
Oh. We gotta go to a break. Don't go nowhere. It's getting interesting. It is what it is, radio. We getting deep. We about to get deep.
Hi,
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. You know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn, because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants.
It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to kick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Oh man, where were we?
You and these 2 phones. But seriously, we was talking about the importance of self-confidence in our women, and more, and you know, it's important for even bigger reason. We have our young girls out here that are so misled, so misguided, because she's looking at me, she's looking at you, she's looking at the Nicki Minaj's, she's looking at the Cardi B, she's looking at the Beyonce, she's looking at the India Aries, the Jill Scotts, and I use them because we know our millennials spend the biggest portion of their time glued to the iPods, the TVs, and idolizing the celebrities. So we have to work that much harder to set a healthy tone of self-identity, self-confidence. And I wrote an article that's called She Had to Lose Herself to Find Herself. And that's why for me, taking that journey was so painful, because in that journey, the process of it, I had to come to terms with my own mess. A lot of stuff that I was at fault for, but had spent a portion of my life judging other people about and or blaming them about. You are solely responsible for the energy you give off and that which you allow in your space. And if people are treating you a particular way and it is causing disturbance and or discomfort in even the smallest form in you, and you continue to stick around, then you are getting what you want. I won't say deserve.
No more.
What you want.
We teach people how to treat us through the actions we display with ourselves. So I will take me on dates.
Me too.
I will buy me some flowers. Because guess what? It is okay. Anything, going back to that chapter of the pedagogy of the oppressed, anything that I invest in me, for anybody that I'm pursuing something meaningful for as a relationship with, whether it be a homegirl relationship or lover relationship, if they're not making those deposits and I can't get no equity, no revenue, Houston, we got a problem. We have a problem. And I just want women to be bold, be fearless, take the risk. Trust me, the men are not gonna stop following you. They don't know how to.
Blind for you or crazy.
There's still, but it's okay to say no. Every advance and or opportunity is not one that we as women, in particular women of color, should be jumping at. And it doesn't make us bitter. It doesn't mean we hate men. It just says, hey, I had an awakening. There was a catalyst within that awakening, and I now know who I am. My true self, the essence of me. And that is non-negotiable for me. And it should be non-negotiable to every woman out here.
I think y'all should do women empowerment classes. Both of y'all. Y'all should do that. Y'all should do that. I gave y'all the seed, and you all go out in the sea and make it happen.
You get, see, you know, you gotta plug yourself in with a
Just
shot.
make it happen. I'm being a man. I'm the provider.
But you know what? That's your second time saying that to me, so I receive it in the spirit in which you have spoken it for the second time. And they say whenever there's 3 or more touching agreement, so shall it be. So I receive it, and I now lift it up to God and ask Him to give me the vision and guide my steps to do it.
And I'll help you out any type of way you need. Anything you need, I'm here. Okay?
Thank you.
So we're going to get that together. All right.
Okay.
Women empowerment, women etiquette. And you know what? Let's change that. We can do a co-ed thing. So that way I
think it should.
We can do that.
It definitely should be done, because them our young boys, they are
they damaged too, and they're damaged. Like they always say, women are damaged. No, the men are damaged too, because they was affected by the same things that we were, whether it been a mother on drugs, or being molested by a cousin, or being bullied. Like men are damaged also. They are, and they don't like to come to terms to that, and they don't like to believe that, but they are. They are.
And that's funny you say that, and I want to say to parents, mothers and fathers, if you have a son, please let him cry. If something is bothering him, if something is hurting him, if he's offended, or maybe that's the only way to express his emotions, that's his voice at that moment, please do not tell him stop acting like a girl. That's why we now see before us as grown, mature women, we see these men that are emotionally disconnected.
Absolutely.
It does damage. It is nothing wrong with him crying. It's a form of emotional intelligence and expression. Please stop telling them that, to stop acting like a punk. He's not a punk because he's showing emotions.
You're right. I'm gonna say this though. One thing I've noticed through the years, these kids these days, they're a little more expressive.
Yeah.
You're gonna see some of them with the tight pants.
Right.
You're right. But I'm gonna change. I try not to be judgmental, because I'm not to get too much into it. I can relate. I used to tell one of my sons, "You're acting like a girl," and my kids later on. This was years ago. I used to tell them. Me and my daughter was talking. Well, this is last week. Dad, she'll bring it up. Dad, that was wrong when you used to tell. So I understand it. So yes, we do need to. Well, they need to express themselves. But us as parents, we need to let them know that we're gonna love them regardless.
And we need to be more vocal about the love.
Yes.
Like when I was raised, my father died when I was real young, so it was my mom and my grandma, and my mother was there, don't get me wrong, and she provided, but that emotional stuff, I didn't get that. So when I had kids, I had to push myself to tell them I love you every day after I drop you off of school, give you a kiss, because I didn't know. And it stemmed over in relationships. I done had men say, you act like a man. Why? Give me a hug. I'm like, hug for what? Like, you know, it's just, but being raised like that in a situation like that, we didn't do all that. We didn't do all the hugging and I love you and
Me either.
No, not at all. And it affected me a whole lot. A whole lot.
I share that similar experience. And I had, even as a friend, I had to be taught by my bestie Mia now that it is okay to see when a relationship needs to be dissolved, but I communicate the reason for dissolving it and move on. But it leaves so many unhealthy impacts on you when you shy away from a human emotion such as a hug and or a compliment. You give a woman a compliment, she rip it apart, and I just be standing there like a deer in headlights, because now I feel awkward that I even gave it.
Some of these, listen, with me, I'd be a little scared to give compliments now, because some women you can't. Like with me, my compliments come with a disclaimer now. Look, ma'am, you look nice. I'm not trying. That's what you gotta do.
I get it. You're
like,
right.
We gotta get it back to how it used to be. It don't have to be like that. But we're gonna talk about that, and plus I want to speak on the I love you thing once we get back, because I'm very familiar with being in a household and we weren't affectionate at all. But we will be right back. Don't go nowhere. Fellas, call me up. I'm up here, 2 lovely ladies. They was double teaming me. We got to a positive medium, but I'm gonna need y'all. We'll be right back.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Can you see this? But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. Exactly. Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously, because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Shouts out to the women here. I'm getting texts. She on point. Listen to this woman, Mr. Miles. Okay. Shouts out to Dave Charles. I thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. It's my guy there. But we were getting a little deep talking about this love thing.
I'm actually doing a tea party. Can I announce that? That's for that very thing. I would love for you to come in. Your ticket is on me.
Okay. That's great.
Y'all need a male stripper?
Not that party, but I do want to play in one of them. I'll keep you in mind.
Trying to get some money. You know, there's enough money out here. I'll come with some hooping shorts on some cowboy boots. But yeah, tell the people about the tea party. Tell them.
Okay, I got so many different events going on. And I see Nakia Janae is on here. And I looked at you, I was like, she's model. I just had a curvy girl modeling casting call. He came to it for the upcoming.
You didn't tell me.
I think I told you after the fact.
Yeah, you just told me in the elevator.
Yeah, my bad. But I did say I wanted to get y'all together. Say that. So we good.
You did say that.
So maybe my girl, Nikki Janae, needs more models.
Okay.
So when I'm a mention her event, so when I said I want you to be like, hey nigga,
there you go. They can hear you now. You know what? You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've been back.
Oh, okay, so I'm back.
You ain't know that.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
We had a little sidebar. Okay. So here's just, before we get back to our important discussion, on June the 23rd at Studio 9854, we are having our second annual Royal Tea Party for the ladies only. And it is going to be phenomenal. Last year was magnificent, in my opinion, because one of our more seasonal women actually had a breakthrough in this tea party. And it was nothing more beautiful than watching all ages of women just love on her and be supportive of her. So we're doing it again this year with some special items. Tickets are $15. It comes with refreshments, desserts, fruits, of course the tea. So ladies, get your hats, get your dresses and your heels, because we have a panel of guest speakers there. I will be one of the panelists speaking, and my topic is a woman's voice. And this queen that's here with me, Miss Teneeka, will be attending the tea party. Also on June the 22nd, I have the 5th annual Runway Liberia, which is a global fashion show that will be held down at the War Memorial Museum building. And that event is going to be amazing. This is the first year ever that curvy women will hit this runway. So I know Tyree was so supportive. He's been supportive since I met him. Came out to the curvy model casting call, which was held at Madame and Mall Ashley Stewart last month. So we're in the processes of finalizing all that to announce who's been selected. So if you can, Groupon has the tickets. Make sure you go in there, you get your tickets, and you attend this event. It is going to be amazing. And an event that I'm definitely excited about, she's on here listening in, Nikki Janae is hosting the Spring Into You fashion show.
Okay.
This fashion show is May the 17th at 7 p.m. It is going to be held out at East Point Mall. So I'm really excited because I think she and I are going to find ourselves to be kindred spirits. So she's loving the show. So thank you for tuning in, Nikki.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for having me as a part of your event. So ladies, you can go on, ladies and gents, www.diamondladyfoundation.com. That's www.diamondladyfashion.com. Secure your ticket at a cost of just $10. And it's not just a fashion show. Let me say that. It's not, I am a curvy model, but when I'm on that runway, I take me mentally out of the equation, And every stride I take is for every woman that has been made to feel less than beautiful and valuable, or she has ever been told she can't, she better not even think about it. Because I know one of the biggest things that I think I'm coming into contact with now is people's actions of how dare she have the audacity to be comfortable in herself. And be that confident. And I don't like the word jealousy. I really don't think it's jealousy. I think when you own your truth and you walk in it, that it makes people uncomfortable. Because they like, how dare she?
Right.
Now I gotta step my game up. Guess what, sisters? You do too. And you should, because greatness was put in all of us. It's just a matter of us acknowledging it, letting it just flourish, and letting God do what he is waiting to do with it. So it's not just modeling, it is a confidence piece, because I'm a Tom girl at heart. You give me some tin boots, baseball cap, I'm like, but I'm gonna have my lip gloss on. My lip gloss gotta be, I hope they popping now. Okay, good. Cause ain't nobody, none of y'all looking, put it in the comment section, my lip gloss look good. But it's a confidence building, and that's pretty much what I do even as a multiple certified fitness instructor. One of the formats I teach is Polynesian style dance fitness. If you've seen the Tahitian dance, it's called Hahula fitness. And I love it because Samoan people about 200 plus up, but they're solid. And you see them showing the midsection and everything. Confidence. They do not let their size dictate to them their movement. And I want us plus size women to stop allowing society, social media, and those naysayers in our ears to dictate to us what we should and should not do. So modeling, yes, but it is a confidence builder. If you're looking for a way to step out of your safety zone, try out one of the casting calls. Nick, you mad I didn't know about her.
Right. Well, listen,
all these
God works in mysterious ways. So he used me to put y'all together. Now y'all together. Now let's make it work.
Nikki, let me know if you need somebody else.
Yeah, Nikki. Let me speak to Nikki. Let's help out each other, baby.
Y'all are
Nikki, I'm gonna look in the phone. Nikki Janae?
Yes, that is her.
Listen, we gotta help each other, and I'm gonna get you up here on this platform too. All right?
You done made it.
I'm sorry.
He breaking stuff, Nikki.
Sorry. Shouts out to Nikki. Thanks for joining in. Tuning in.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we're gonna have some work for you.
Okay, that's what's up.
Look, y'all need a manager. I'm saying, I got some.
You gotta discuss your fee. I think you kind of
Listen. I just want to be along for the ride. I don't need the money. I don't.
You gonna take pictures of me?
I got the pictures.
I need you to take my pictures dramatically like you want to take them.
Look, I got you. This is all we're gonna work with. We working on getting out of Baltimore, Maryland. So we got something on the West Coast. Just let me go with you. I don't want none of your money. Feed me and just let me go. That's it. Keep your money. All right. Nikki, let's make this work. Hey, Sharon, if you watching, I need to put your Critique Empire. A good friend of mine, Sharon. She does the modeling thing. I write for her magazine also. I need to put y'all together. I'm a big fan of putting pieces together.
But that's how we're supposed to do it. It is enough opportunity and success out here for us all to win. If I have a resource, like when I looked at your page, I said she modeled. First thing came to me, why didn't I see her at the modeling casting call? Right. So for me to withhold that which is really not mine, because someone had to put me on, I'm going to share it with you. And my hope is that you'll share it, and you'll share it, you'll share it. And guess what? You have a group of collective people coming together for the same purpose and goal, which is to make a difference through the experience of art. Modeling is an art, because it ain't nothing comfortable about wearing no 5 or 6 inch heels and a garment that will shape where that's cutting off your circulation to walk down that runway for 30 to 60 seconds and turn around
without falling.
Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all did y'all thing.
But you definitely gotta so many people, they want to hold on to the plug. Like, they don't want to tell you. It's like everybody needs somewhere to start from. Nobody wants to help anybody.
Right.
And that's with all things, not just with like the modeling. Like if you, for example, somebody that works in a hospital, you know it's not just easy to get in a hospital. You gotta know you have to have an inside, like your aunt's grandmother's sister is on the choir board and they got, and you know, like everybody, but nobody wants to help because everybody thinks that you're either trying to take from them or compete with them, and it's just like, no, it's not always like that. And I just feel like the keys to happiness to me is 3 things. If you can do a job that you love, if you show gratitude, and if you have self-awareness and accept yourself wholeheartedly. If you can master those 3 things, I think you can definitely have happiness.
I agree.
No, can I add 3 things to that?
No. It's like I'm going.
I'm gonna family, faith, and finances. Think about how important they are. And also, if you mismanage your money, you'll mismanage
your life. Yes.
I know a
I
little
agree
bit.
with that.
I know a little bit.
I ask, normally when I'm dating guys, I ask one of the questions I normally ask them is what is their advice? What is the one thing that they do that they can indulge in that could potentially mess up their whole life?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Let me answer that myself.
And I had one guy I'm thinking he's gonna be like gambling or horses. No, he's gonna say women.
Oh dang.
So needless to say,
he
didn't need to say anymore because he already told me.
Did you let him elaborate on that? I'm curious.
I didn't need elaboration.
Okay.
He wasted his time, your time, and everybody else's time.
He was honest. I mean, I guess what the women is his weakness. The women is one thing that he would risk it all for. So, I mean,
that's crazy.
I think my one advice, and I had just had this conversation again with my bestie, is I see someone and I see their potential and I immediately jump head in.
So you like the wounded bird? Like the wounded bird attracts you?
Well, yeah, I'll go with that. Although I don't like the word wounded, but I see their potential, and I'm like that because I know how many times someone has spoken death over my life. And I tell people, and you tapped on it just as we were preparing for the show, that the tongue is a very large muscle. It speaks life or death, and people really need to understand the power of what they're speaking and the spirit in which it's spoken. And so when I see somebody with greatness, I don't focus on their quote-unquote weaknesses, because guess what? Those weaknesses, in essence, a good leader, a good mentor can turn them into strengths. And that's what I'm making a mission to do. And I'm not going to stop doing it, but what I am going to do is I'm going to watch the work, if at all, that they do. Because I should never at any point be more invested into someone's success than which they are. So that is how I have gotten to get better with that. I am horrible at it. I'm just like, so what a shots to the water.
Absolutely, I definitely can identify with that.
Well, I'm boring. I don't have any vices, so.
Nothing about you says you're boring.
I mean, I've calmed down a lot. So, like, I used to be the street runner, the gambler, the drug dealer, the scammer. Now, give me my kids, peace and quiet. And now I have an addiction. I'm addicted to shoes. That's it.
Do you ever think, like, you named all those bad things that you've done in the past? Do you ever worry about karma?
I'm getting my karma. I've gotten my karma. I've got to the point where, like, certain things that happened in my life that I recognized for what it was. That had to be karma. I've never been like a real cruddy person, but as far as, like, I can say, as far as like dealing with women, I've seen my karma come. So yes.
Thank you for the honesty. I don't think people realize that the way you treat people, it's always going to come back to you. Not in the same way, or sometimes in the same way, but it comes back to you. That's why people really should be careful with how they treat people.
You're right. You're right.
But then I also tell people, if you want to get an idea, a glimpse of how someone's going to treat you, look at how they treat themselves. People will tell you all that you need to know through how, if they cut corners with themselves, which I consider that a part of self-care, what type of corners do you think they're going to cut with you?
Absolutely.
That is it. How they treat themselves is directly indicative of how they're going to treat you. Gotta stay woke. I see y'all hashtagging it, but what does it really mean to y'all?
Okay.
Take them blinders off.
Like with men, I find it in dating now, it's like, okay, we're dating, we're talking, whatever. I'm like, okay, now we're at that point. Here's my paperwork. Where's yours? Nothing. I've had guys not even return my calls after. Yeah, so like you said, how to treat yourself. Like, don't just think because you've been sleeping with your baby mother and she went to the doctors, she good, so you good. No. No, and some women is ashamed to or scared. I don't know what they, but I keep my results in my phone. When you want to see them, let me see yours.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
That's a part of communication.
How you treat yourself and how you treat yourself.
You're
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I figure if you can't talk about it, you shouldn't be doing it.
You got a point.
I'm just saying, if we can't talk about it, we shouldn't be doing it.
Absolutely. You're definitely right.
Communication.
Communication been the plug for a minute.
That all night.
You're right, because that's a major key, though. It's definitely a major key. So, am I going to go to a wedding anytime soon? 5 years, maybe. One of y'all?
I'm prayerfully so with me. I am single. I've been single, Lord, for a very mighty long time, but God saw fit for me to take that time and sit still because I was going from one relationship into another, looking for something, but so clueless as to what it was I'm looking for. Now I am dating with a purpose. I do want to be married. I'm not lowering my standards because what I desire, not require, what I desire is not far-fetched, is measurable, and I believe is deliverable.
Obtainable. Okay.
Yeah, so.
We got to go to a break. Listen, if you like Dr. Nicole, you got to have your shit together. We going to a break. Don't go nowhere. Don't be living in your mother's house.
In the basement.
In the basement.
What's your name on the
They got to have their own car, right?
No.
No? Okay. Well, you don't need to have your own car.
We can talk about that when we come back.
We be back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. You gotta have one.
Far into this unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new and take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, we already yours. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the hands off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the hands off from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the hands off from me. We do whatever you like. Get the hands off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the hands off from me. So let's slide, you and me alone, to find who we really are. Crash into something new. I got that leg bringing up the car. You told me you kiss, told me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, I wanna take you, but we gotta groove so we can lose the crowd. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, we already yours. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. touching hands till we dance in the dark, showing off. She couldn't get the fix up from me. We do whatever you like.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
With this one, let's see. We can do our own thing. We're back, y'all. We're back. Okay. I'm gonna give you the floor. And feel free to ask me whatever you want. That go for both of y'all. But I'm gonna give you the floor.
Oh, I've already put myself out there for the daily.
Oh, tell everybody how to find you on social media too.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Dr. DRMZ or you can find me on Facebook, Dr. Nicole Wagner.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook, Teneeka Brogdon, or Instagram _ Love God Herself.
You can find me on Christian Mingle at Big Bearded Man. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Christian Mingle.
It's a joke. It's a joke. But listen, I'm happy.
Don't forget you're on FarmersOnly.com.
FarmersOnly.com also. Big Bearded Man 42. All right. But I appreciate y'all for coming. I'm not gonna let y'all off the hook yet. But
You've been saying that all
this was a great. See, now listen, I'm gonna tell you, we had a great show. We were hitting that adult curve. Then you brought it back. So I didn't want to take it back to the adult curve. I want to keep it positive. We'll invite both of you back, and we'll do that again. Trust me. See, you got to talk some positive stuff. I ain't want to be like a slut and then switch the subject.
That would have been being real though.
True. But
yes, it is.
I ain't want to have it. The listeners like, hold up, wait. They were just talking about self-love.
You don't think people go to church, then as soon as they leave church, get in the car and start playing trap music? Yeah, they do.
True.
And
yes, they do.
Cursing you out.
And stop at the bar on the way home.
You're definitely right. I apologize. So, what do I want to ask you?
What about you being married anytime soon?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. If it comes, hopefully, yes. But I mean, if it comes, it comes. But I will say this: my next relationship will be my best and my last, because
you're gonna give it your all.
Yeah, because before it was about having this one, fucking that one. It ain't about that. It's about finding that one rollie / business partner / homie, lover, friend, and growing. That's what it's about. I mean, with me, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I might get a call from a girl, and I'll just be feeling like, how dare you? I'm working on a book now called Mr. Right Now.
Okay.
Right? And the reason why I'm titled it that, because I will get phone calls from women that I ain't talked to in years. They're gonna start the bull. Yeah, how you been? They don't really want it. They want fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like they want you right now.
Yeah, because when you think about it, I don't think men typically cut women off. Ever. Like, you have to do something real like cruddy for a man to say, I ain't never dealing with her. Normally they don't. Normally women are the cut off person. You know, so if you never really cut it off, of course they go, okay, he got some good this, that, I'm gonna call him up.
Yeah. But like the old me, I'd have swallowed it up. Nah, I just realized that shit it's a nut. Then I can't, the type of stuff I like to do, I can't do that to everybody.
Okay.
That's another thing. So it's like, I don't know. I just lost the love.
But are you putting yourself out there? Are you pursuing the woman? Because it's not, I don't feel like a woman should be the pursuer. She should leave herself open. As my bestie Mia always say, leave the door a little cracked so he can throw his head in. So I will leave the door cracked for you. It's up to you to throw your head in. So are you that type of guy where as though you're pursuing the woman?
I'm strategic. I would say that. You need me to break that down?
No,
you calculated.
I'm
calculated.
Okay.
I'm calculated. If the interest is there, I'll see where it goes.
Okay.
Like, now I'm slowly getting back to trusting. Like, I had trust issues. I'm saying I wasn't perfect, but I've been in the middle of some shit. Love had me knocking on a police officer's door, getting my fiance with my brother in the car, and I got a gun on me. Shit like that.
Yeah.
All because I wanted to follow some directions, thinking I'm in love. Let's go. Oh, baby mother car. Address. Let's knock on it. She was cheating with the police. I ain't. But me being in love, I go get my brother. Yo, drive this car. I got the gun. I'm out Baltimore County knocking on the police officer door with a gun.
Yeah, that
love.
That love thing.
Love.
They don't love nobody.
So I've been through my fair share that I think I got it right. So yeah, that's where I'm at with. So I ain't jumping out the deep end. Hopefully, you know, I got a good feeling about something.
Are you dating?
Okay. I'm not even dating. I don't know what to call it, cause put it like this.
What are you doing? Let's get in your business real quick.
You want to get in my business? I'm
yeah,
chilling.
What are you doing?
I'm chilling.
Define chilling.
Cause you gotta be.
I got. Put it like this. I have my. Someone has my attention.
Okay.
I would say that.
Okay.
Things a little, but it's more like. It's like hit or miss. We cool, but some things could be better. I would say that.
Okay.
But as far as me humping this one, I'm not. I be chilling. Like it don't move me to be having sex with a lot of women no more.
You gotta be protective over your mental, your heart, and definitely your sex. Cause love is not enough for me to be sitting in nobody's clinic with something that I can't take a pill and get rid of. Or I mean, we're adults. Let's just talk about it. You know, I work in that capacity as well. You know, it's all fun and games for those moments of enjoyment, and then when you left to deal with the demon within the reality of the situation and your actions, that's a whole nother beast. That's a whole nother show right there. To talk about that.
You're right.
You know, and everybody can't own their truth. They like to place blame, point the finger. So again, plug in communication.
I blame
and accountability.
Yeah. Oh, they can't stand no accountability, because then that means what, you got to be responsible, and people don't want that.
Some men ready to step up though. I think so. I know me, like I say, it took me a long time to get it. I finally got it. I still do have a little trust issues to a certain extent, but I'm not afraid like I used to be. I'll say that. But before we go, I gotta let y'all, please let the people know how to get in contact with y'all one more time before we get out of here.
I'm Dr. Nicole. You can reach me on Instagram, Dr. MZ Doubly, all together, or via Facebook, Dr. Nicole space Wagner, Wagner, and also I don't have a problem putting my business phone out there, 443-224-8490.
Now all the creeps are gonna be.
Yeah. And you can find something.
Disclaimer: if you're a creep, I'm 911 trigger happy. That is not what 911. I'm so dead serious about that. Don't do it. That song is a song out about it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And you can reach me at Teneeka Brogdon on Facebook and Instagram _ Love God herself.
Y'all know me. I'm Fly T Miles. Also on Christian Mingle at Big Bearded 41.
Christian. Don't y'all ladies go.
Christian Mingle. Y'all better not go to Christian Mingle looking for me. Y'all would be mad. But no, man, I'm just having fun. Fly T Miles. I appreciate y'all for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You both will be back again soon.
Absolutely.
For anybody out there that's looking to be a model, please reach out to these young ladies. If any of you need any advice, please reach out to these young ladies. Any final words before we get out of here?
Also, if you don't know if you're confident, you're uncertain, and you're looking to tap into confidence or become certain, reach out to us. My advice to all women is that there's nothing wrong with loving anything or anyone, but if at the end of the day you have nothing to give yourself, I'm encouraging you to take a step back in self-care. By self-care, get in touch with the true essence of you, which is what the show is about.
The true essence, the smell of a woman, the feel of a woman, the essence of a woman. All right, that's my Old Spice voice.
I thought it was the 92Q.
The 92, after dark.
After dark.
Oh man, this has been another show, another week. Make sure y'all check us out next week. Never know, y'all might see them again. Who knows? Like and share the show. This is It Is What It Is Radio. See y'all next week. Yo, happy birthday, Mom!
It's the jump off. Welcome to the show, Underwood Show. Hot topics. We discussing anything. It's a go.